At Time for Advice, we like to welcome clients as part of a well-planned migration from their legacy administration system. Sometimes there's urgency, but every now and again there's panic. Panic sets in when things have suddenly gone wrong, when the old system database has become corrupt, when your old faithful server has broken and taken all of your data with it, or when a service provider has failed. Communication systems are the lifeblood of any business, and getting a system that works, getting data together and communications going again cannot happen soon enough. Well, the good news is that we can get a system up and running in no time at all, and we can be very resourceful indeed when it comes to data. Now, ideally, you have a backup of your database that we can extract your data from. Failing that, you may suddenly find an old mail merge file, or even a Christmas card list that contains the essential contact information that you now desperately seek. And if you have neither of those, well, the chances are that you and your colleagues have all of the client contacts that you need in the palm of your hands and in your very own smartphone, be it an iPhone or a BlackBerry. Whatever the source of your data, I bet that we will be able to work with it. Here's a quick illustration of what we can do for you and what you'll be able to do once you have your data in Curo. Here's a new installation of Microsoft Outlook linked to an email account which took a few minutes to set up and costs just a few pounds per month. We've integrated Curo, added in a logo and an email signature, and also added a couple of templates, which you'll see later. But other than that, we've done nothing. This system was made live just a few minutes ago. If I'm at a complete loss for data, then of course I have no option but to key in my records manually and from memory, and that's no fun. But luckily I have an iPhone, and so I've been able to sync all of my contacts straight into Outlook, and here they are. It's brought across email addresses and telephone numbers, the basics that I need to get in touch. Now what I want to do is populate Curo so that I can share my contacts with my colleagues and staff, so that we can work on clients collectively, and so that they can do likewise. And here's how I do it. I simply select some or all of my Outlook contacts and I click Track. That's not only going to copy these records into Curo, it's actually going to set up a synchronization of them. So no matter where I change the details in the future, my back office system, Outlook or my iPhone will all stay completely in sync. That's the job complete. I can see that the records are tracked because the icon has changed here. And if I now click on Curo, I can see all of my clients which have been created for me. Let's have a look at Francesca. Over time, I'll populate Curo with all of the details of the client, her needs, her objectives, her current holdings, requirements, and also my recommendations. But for now, I need just to get in touch. So I'm going to add an email, and the system integrates with Outlook to manage that. But Curo extends Outlook with this feature, which allows me to select from any one of my company's standard communications, the templates that I mentioned earlier. I'll just find the template that I'm looking for. And when I select it, the system will automatically merge in Francesca's details and will automatically add the required attachments, a new client fee agreement and a fee schedule in this case. The logo uses the standard Outlook signature feature, so it's incredibly quick and easy to create the right impression. When I'm happy, I simply click Send. Now might be a good time to record a few of the items of information that I can remember about my old client, but what I really need to do is create a reminder for myself or a colleague to chase up that agreement in a few days' time, and here's how I do it. I simply add a phone call task. I'll type a quick note regarding the task and enter a due date for it to be complete. Next week should be fine. Now I can select not only the date, but also the specific time on which I want to be reminded to follow up with my phone call. When I'm done, I simply select Save and close the record. Now, a quick check of what I've done so far. Curo automatically stored that email I sent as a closed activity, and here's the currently open activity, the remind to call her next week. Because Curo and Outlook are seamlessly integrated, I can click straight into my sent items to see the email here. And I can select Outlook tasks to see the phone call reminder, which is automatically synchronized through. So when disaster strikes, everything is not lost. Follow a few steps and we can get you up and running with decent technology at least. Do away with your old server and get a hosted Exchange account. Worry-free and less than £5 a month. Install Outlook if you don't already have it. Gather data from any source available. It doesn't matter what format, we can work with it. And what's more, we can probably get a whole lot more information from providers to backfill your system later on. We've certainly done that before. Import your contacts, just as I did a moment ago, and sync with Curo. Curo will then help you your staff and colleagues to manage your clients, to maintain contact, to rebuild your records, to manage new business, policy valuations and commissions, to deliver on your service promises, and to charge the fees that you've agreed. It will help you to connect with and manage introducers and payaways, to manage compliance, and a whole lot more. Now, we sincerely hope that you are never struck with the loss of a system or the loss of your data. But if you are, then please don't hesitate to get in touch.